All right, are we ready to hear little Freddy run again? I am. That way we could see if what we did was worth doing. So that's what we'll do right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man. This here is Freddy the Fiat, the Oliver 1450. And I want to test run it before I really assemble all the sheet metal again. I had to do quite a bit of work to Freddy's nose. It was pretty bad shape. So I welded a corner in here, and now I got some filler epoxy in there, curing, that we can make prettier when we're done. But I think it's a lot more better. I also filled in the holes from where they had tried the grill latches. So now this grill will not fit on until I fix it as well. So that's up on the list of things to do. It's supposed to bolt in like there. That one's missing. So we got a lot of work to do on the grill. What else am I saying? Well, before we can do anything, we need to figure out how to put some hydraulic fluid in Freddy, because yeah, we lost it all when we took it apart. So we got to do that. We also got to bolt the radiator down tight. I just have it in there loosely. I got those braces put in. Turns out they went on the front bolt, not the back one. I was wrong. So we got that done, but we're gonna have to do some reading, and I really don't feel like doing reading. I haven't had enough Mountain Dew today yet, and I have a soul-crushing headache. So yeah. Lubrication. Checking lubricant. Well, we've done all that. Injection pump, we did that. Air cleaner, we did that. Hydraulic unit. Checking hydraulic fluid level. Breather filler and a dipstick under the seat. Okay. Now I saw the... No, I didn't see any of that. I assumed that that was the filler. Maybe they took that picture from the back, did they? I don't think so, but something ain't kosher here. I would imagine that is the breather filler right there. So is that the dipstick, in fact? Get my Halloween decorations out of the way here. Maybe that is the dipstick. Boy, this is really unhandy with the seat right in here. Okay. Well, we're going to have to do some investigation here then. So let me get my shin run right into the drawbar. Yes, that's very nice feeling. Might have to get the red pliers for that. I don't know. Let me go grab something and we'll see what we can accomplish. Alright, well, red pliers are missing in action. So we'll see if there's any points left on this thing at all. And if not, we'll have to come up with another way. And we may have to take the seat off to do this. I don't know. Kind of seems like that might be the easiest choice. I always love it when you have to disassemble to do simple things. Yeah, that is a dipstick. And the oil is so clean, I can't tell how low it is. I can. There is just a little bit on there, and I would say that you go up to this hash mark, so we'll read about that, but we definitely need to add some. What do you think? Do you think we can get it without... I don't know. It's a shame that seat doesn't flip forward. Okay, well, we may be taking the seat off to do this, which is fine. Let's go back to our page, which couldn't apparently stay where we left it. Try again. Hydraulic fluid filter. He said he pulled that out of there and checked it. However, while we're this far, shouldn't we just check it too? Changing fluid, drain plug. Okay, so the drain plug's in the back. Wonder how much it holds. Let's go to specifications. There we go. Unit capacities. Hydraulic system, 10 quarts. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 quarts. So 10 quarts is 2.5 gallons. So there's a little bit in there. I don't know. Let's take the seat off and then we'll see what we find. Taking the seat off to put hydraulic oil in. What a time to be alive. Okay. I like working right in the sun. It's a lot of fun. Alright. It occurred to me I possess the technology to push Freddy into the shade. So that's what I did. It's actually kind of warm today from what it's been. It's been feeling more like fall, and now we're back to almost like summer. Alright, the top of Freddy's hydraulic unit. Right there. And this was our dipstick. Dipstick. And we need to find probably this. Nope. Missed it by one. We'll go ahead and pull this filter, even though he said he did it. Another thing we need to do is work on our ability to not drop fasteners. Yeah, that would have been another good thing to do. No, what I was saying is that hydraulic remote arm lever thing, jobby. And what I'm saying on that, like I said before, I can modify this one off the 13 size tractors to fit this. I got to flip the rod around, and then I'm going to have to like mount, re-weld one tab, because you can see it's not going to be far enough. But if I go from there, weld one on for here, this arm will come out right where it needs to, and just put a link between them, and then you got it made. So that's my plan. I just haven't got to it yet, see? But that is neither here nor there. Oh, there's a spring on this. Okay. I assume this is just the screen like on the 13 size tractors. Yep. Alright, well, let's let sleeping dogs lie, huh? That's clean enough now. I'm trying to see. I don't see a drain on this. I have no idea where it could be. It's not on there like where it shows on the picture. So I'm thinking we're just not going to worry about it. We're just going to top it off because it's pretty well empty. Let's just give up. Let's just give it up. We tried. At the end of our life, that's what they'll put on our tombstone. We tried. We didn't succeed, but we tried. This is not the approved tool for this, but it looks like the approved tool that the last guy used too. And probably the last few people who used this did it the same way. Okay, now perhaps we shall have success. Oh! Okay, we're gonna, I would say it's full for now, but once it runs, it might, yeah, see, it shows. Well, I can see it in there, you know. It's right up there. Well, luckily nothing up here will rust because I've got it all lubed up for the next few years. All right, before we film, or before we run, we're filming now, we need to tighten these 4 bolts on our little riser piece that holds our radiator, that's the word I'm looking for, and also our sheet metal bolts to it. But anyway, I switched to Americanized fasteners, see, and I'm hoping that I can get these tight. I should probably, maybe I should put the one I know what size it is on the bottom. I could probably get a better tool, but I'm not going to. Also, I always have a knack for putting the camera exactly in my way. Like, right now you could not be more in the way. This is one of those days where everything I do is going to be right. Just hang out and look at the ground. Those are some nice rocks I got, aren't they? Aren't those nice? I shoveled those off by hand when they came, believe it or not. Nice. Oh, Salvatore. Okay. Now, from past experience, we know that Freddy probably won't start on his own without life support. I never got any new cables made, and that's just my sad story there. Let's see here. I also don't remember what our arrangement was with the ground cable. It's also too short, but I was thinking, and that's the problem. Anytime I'm thinking, that's where we have an error, see? Okay. Let's slide it more this way. I'm going to put a battery cutoff on this one too. I just haven't got around to it. I got the thing. I need to get some cable, because these cables I think are garbage. And that's causing my trouble. Let's see, Freddy, will you run? No, not even a little. Freddy, he ain't having it. Is it really that my battery's that dead? Or this is another battery from the dump. So it's entirely possible that it just won't go. Maybe if I tighten my cables, you know? Do you ever think of that? Probably not. That ain't gonna do it. Guess we'll drive the pickup up here and start jumping. All right, Freddy, will that do it? Maybe if we let it sit a minute and charge, it will. That cranked pretty good. I'm just gonna have to buy a $200 battery for him, because this one just will not start with anything less than perfection. Guess while we're waiting, we could double check this. That should still be good, because we haven't done anything with it. Okay, Freddy, let's try now. Oh yeah, what a sweetheart. So Freddy really isn't that hard to start if he just has a good battery. Oh man, that made the steering work effortless. Sweet. This is also the first time out with this new exhaust pipe to hear it run. But that is awesome. That made Freddy perfect. Let's get this done. This will be another road of sadness one day. My injection pump started leaking on this pickup, so that's always a fun time, especially with the turbo. So I'm sure I'll video that whenever that happens. Yeah, I'm super pumped here. I mean, that made the steering perfect. Everything's running quiet. Are we still in there? Yep. Wow. Listen to Freddy just purr right along. Sweet. I can't get over this. This is just effortless. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the air cleaner cup and that exhaust pipe quieted Freddy down a ton. My brace situation though, I bought a clamp I thought was going to work and it's too big. So I'm going to have to make my own. The original one is too small and the other one's too big. At least I think this is too small. I never bent it out to see if I could manhandle it on there, but yeah, that is awesome though. That was money well spent on that pump, because that made it a lot better. go, happy little Freddy. Too low a idle, that's a little bit lower than there. That's a little better. Yeah, I'm pumped on that. I mean, we got us something, friends. Does our lift still work? We didn't screw that up in the process, did we? No, she works. We got a solivatory action. Well, that's awesome. Not very much do things work out in my life, but today it did. Now our big hurdle on Freddy is going to be sheet metal. And what I'm saying is, at first blush, she didn't look so bad, but as I look close, there's little things that are broke out and tears, and they need welding. There's one back here, or several back here. This is messed up bad. The hood does not want to open without a lot of me prying around on stuff. So that's got to be addressed. It also looks like somebody dropped something on it from pretty high up at one point in its life. But yeah, we'll get that tuned up. And I got the nose pretty well done, so I'll probably clean it up and give it a new coat of paint. And then we'll probably just continue on back as we go. But I'm super pumped on that. I mean, that little thing runs 1,000 times better than it did when it came here. And it was all just little upgrades here and there, you know? Yep. I got another thing we could tackle, but it makes me nervous. Let's shut Freddy down. Okay, Freddy. Will you start back up, Freddy? Let's see. Yep. I don't know if I want to tackle it in this video or not, but what I got going is I got a fuel filter, and based on our previous Fiat fuel filter changing experiences, that is a whole load of sadness. So I don't know. I think what would be better is if I just wait till I have some diesel fuel on hand in a can, so I can fill that up and then put it together. And then this one actually has a primer, so a guy could, you know, theoretically easily get it primed up and going, and then we'd be in good shape. But yeah, so I'm just glad that we've made some progress. See, as long as progress is being made, I'm cool with whatever comes our way. But little Frederico here, he's sailing right along, and we're getting very close to having something that we could hop on and use. I took that Army box off, and I'm going to put on an Oliver factory toolbox. But I need to drill one more hole in there because the holes obviously aren't the right spacing. I guess I could make an adapter bracket. I never thought of that, but that would actually solve my problem of bolt head. I was going to get some heavy spacers, like, I don't know what you call them. Hardware store sells them. But, you know, I'm put there and then just drill one more. But actually, if I made a little bracket of some kind, that might be just as easy, and I wouldn't have to drill any different holes. But we'll figure that out. That ain't a big, that's not today's worry. I'm just thrilled that that pump worked and it's not spraying out fluid everywhere, because I was kind of nervous about this right here, the O-ring that came. I don't know, I was kind of aggressive with it to get it in there. So, but it runs, and it runs quiet, you know. So money well spent is what I'm saying. It should also be interesting to note that I said there was another one on auction time, a 1450, that was in just practically immaculate shape. And it ended up, right now there's 19 hours left, and it is up to 4,000 bucks. I did run it up to 2,000. I had to make Freddie worth something, you see. You know, I would have give 2,000 for that tractor in a heartbeat. But anyway, somebody's going to get a pretty sweet deal, I think, because this other one is complete and it's very nice. I saw it in person. It also has a steering problem though, he said in the thing. It doesn't steer right, so I would bet that it needs a pump up there too. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. We got our little Freddy and we are sailing along. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up and leave a comment. All that stuff doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out, and then we can keep making videos that feature old tractors. So do that. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.